Everyone. Welcome to, I guess it'll be our first official pillow talk. I'm finishing a Georgia Bulldog pillow that I, for some reason, agreed to do. Um, Today, what we're going to talk about is something I promised my past. It's going to be difficult for me, but I'm going to try. As a child, I was highly abused. My father was in the Navy, drunken sailor, alcoholic. He drank beer like it was water. And he was violent, is violent when he drinks. He's supposedly sober now. I don't know how much I can trust that. But so I was highly abused by him and to and it was to the point I was protecting my mother and my brother from him, hiding my brother in a closet with me so he couldn't get to him, antagonizing him so he couldn't mess with my when I heard him and my mom fighting so he couldn't hurt my mom, or same with my brother, honestly. um there came a point when I was maybe 11 or 12 that he tried to kill me. um After that, I after that after a while my parents got divorced. My mother never knew anything that happened till probably about 2 years ago, so she had no idea anything was wrong with me. She thought I was being dramatic. Um, Love her to death, though. She suffers from depression and anxiety, and when it gets bad, you're kind of stuck in your own world and you don't notice what's going on around you in the chaos, especially when it's as bad as hers was. So, and she was gone when he tried to do that. So, fast forward, parents got divorced, and we moved across town. I made a friend with someone who worked at a Winn-Dixie. He went to this Christian school, no, Baptist. Well, same difference. Not same difference, but close enough. Um, and I thought he was my friend. I invited him over one day and he raped me. Needless to say, he left with nothing on. And my Nana, who lived next door, her dogs ate his clothes. And that school year, I made friends with someone who, come to find out, was his ex. And she sicked her brothers on him after I told her what happened. Um, then, after I graduated, and of course, all through school, I was bullied. All through school. But, and I never got good grades either because of everything that was going on. I couldn't focus on anything. So, after I graduated, there were multiple bad relationships. After the first one, I had stupidly taken my stepmother's offer and moved down to Cocoa, where her and my father were, because she said he was better, he'd changed, and I had nothing to worry about. The only thing that changed was I became his bartender. Um, Now, mind you, I'm going to have to backtrack a little. When I was about 11, it was around the same time that he tried to off me. I was drinking rum, stealing rum from him. He never noticed. So, fast forward back to then, now, not now, then, when I was in Cocoa, I'd started drinking again. I was only 19 when I moved down there. I was about, I was 20 when I left. I wasn't there long, but I was there long enough. Um, I moved back, was in a couple more abusive relationships. I was in a couple while I was in Cocoa as well. And the whole time while I was dealing with all of this, I was highly suicidal. Nobody believed what was wrong with me. My mother thought I was being dramatic and that I was being lazy and trying to get out of doing things. Mind you, she didn't know what my birth father tried to do to me. She had no idea. She was actually in a mental health facility recovering at that time. But, so, sorry, it's taking me a minute. So, I didn't know what all was wrong with me until after I had my oldest son. I've got two boys. One right now is 8 years old, and one's 9 months old. When I had my oldest son, I had very bad postpartum depression. Very, very bad. To the point that my doctor told me to go see a therapist, prescribed some medicine for me. That didn't work. And I wasn't able to breastfeed anymore, and that broke my heart. Because that was the one thing, if nothing else, I wanted to be able to do was breastfeed. Couldn't do it. I wasn't producing enough as it was anyways. And so I went to this therapist, told her what was going on. She diagnosed me. She told me that I have anxiety, severe depression, and PTSD-C. Now, if anyone doesn't know what PTSD-C is, PTSD-C is basically like PTSD, but instead of it being one major traumatic event, it's from continual trauma, like childhood trauma, being abused, things of that nature. And considering all the physical damage and being told constantly that I wasn't good enough, I wouldn't amount to anything, I'm not pretty, I'm not worth it, in every way, shape, or form it could have been said to me. And my father wasn't the only one that said that sort of stuff to me. I ended up very bad off, and after I had my son, I was so scared of messing up with him and becoming my father that I almost took my own life again. Well, I was considering it. I didn't actually do anything, but I was considering it. And since then, I have gotten on better medication. I still don't think I'm on the right medication, but better medication. And I am not better, but I'm better than I was, if that makes sense. I no longer have suicidal thoughts. I no longer. It's still. If anyone understands depression, they know that it is physically crippling. And hard to even just get out of bed, take a shower, do anything. And doing something for yourself makes you want to cry because you literally don't know how to. Not because you physically don't know how to, but you don't know the concept of being able to have you time and to do something for you. And that's just as damaging. So, and anyone who knows PTSD or PTSDC knows that everything you were told as a child or during whatever the traumatic event is, in my case, it's as a child. So I'm going to keep saying that just because it relates to me. But everything you're told as a child sticks with you and you believe it wholeheartedly. Because in my case, it's what my father told me, it's what my grandmother told me. And when it comes to the physical pain, if it was just the physical pain, it wouldn't be that bad. But with that piled on with the emotional abuse, verbal abuse, there comes a point that every year on my birthday, I go through what I call the trauma highlight reel. I relive everything in quick succession to the point that I'm having panic attacks. I can feel the beatings again, like phantom pains. I can feel the beatings, I can feel the burns, I can feel the hands around my throat, the pressure on my chest, and it gets to a point where I'm unable to breathe for a short amount of time. And most years, every year really, I have to grin and bear it and pretend I'm okay while I am quite literally dying inside. And I mean, that's a daily struggle for me, is pretending to be okay. It really is. But my birthday's a lot worse. Which leads me to this. And I know this is a weird request. If my sister, Jennifer, is planning something for my birthday, I don't know what. I think it's going to be a karaoke night. That's what I'm assuming. If anyone in or around Jacksonville, Florida, wants to come, show up, help me get my mind off of it. That includes Aaron, Cassie, everyone. Anyone wants to come, show up, help me get my mind off of it, you're more than welcome to. Just email me or message me on Facebook or leave something in the comments, and I will reach out to you and I will tell you where it's going to be at when I find out. Because, as dumb as it sounds, I always feel completely alone. I can be surrounded by people, but I feel completely alone because normally the people I'm surrounded by don't understand. And for 1 year, I want to be surrounded by people that get it, that understand, that don't want to fix me, and just want to help me write it out, if that makes sense. Oh, hell. But that's my story and my explanation. I understand if people want to leave after this. It wouldn't surprise me in the least. And I understand if you don't understand. If you want me to explain more, I can. All you have to do is ask. I'm an open person. I have no secrets. If you want to stay, you're more than welcome to. If you think this will help somebody, share it with them. Because that's my main reason for doing this, is so that other people know that they aren't alone. As much as this is considered an SPTV channel, and I will be coming out with the weekly news update, hopefully tomorrow, I want this to be an open place where anyone can come on with me and we can talk about whatever, and nobody feels alone. No one is scared to come and talk, and that it's a safe place for people where we can share our stories, get support each other, learn, grow. That's my real goal. It's not about monetization. It's not about anything really. It's therapy. It's hoping what I do helps someone else. Hoping that bearing my soul and revealing my past and every scar, burn, everything can help someone else. Because I damn well know Marilyn making that group on Facebook has helped me immensely. And I know it's helped so many other people. I want to be able to do the same for someone. And I know there's a lot of y'all out there with channels that are also trying to do the same. This was all started by Aaron and Mark and Mike and Leah sharing their stories. And we have to continue that. Even if it's not all Scientology, we have to continue that, and we have to help each other and make each other feel safe, feel wanted, feel cared about, and feel loved. Even when we're at our darkest point. Thank you so much for hearing my sad, terrible, possibly boring story. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully with the news update for the week, our highlight reel of Scientology burning to the ground. Bye.